penalty tip won by the Rockets as we're underway in Houston. To Anthony. Jay, what's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy, but also I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
And now Houston has the basketball. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Driving right to the basket. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Now Paul with the basketball. Down just a couple. Tucker to Paul. To Capella. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Dunn to Zach LaVine. Markkanen to Parker. Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Paul to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. To P.J. Tucker. Here's a chance from long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Markkanen to Parker. Cashes in for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's in the hands of James Harden. To Anthony. Sizing up the defense. Capella to Harden. He wants to deliver. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And the Rockets have the rebound. Capella to Anthony. It's a big finish.
Oh, right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Dunn. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Capella. They get it down to Paul. Ooh, crisp ball. 2 for 2. That's what you want. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
New blood coming in for both sides.
And I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. He throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
And the rebound comes down to Selden. No, he missed a short one there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rockets have the ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. They'll let one fly from half court. First quarter is complete. The Bulls have the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
The rebound belongs to Houston. Ball into the front court. It's 12-10. To P.J. Tucker. The drive, right to the basket. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Galloway here against Nene. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Goes to the left side. Tucker. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
17, P.J. Tucker.
To Markkanen. Short jumper stays out. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Paul. It's rebounded by the Bulls. Shot from the lane won't go. Knight into the front court. Down 3. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it. To P.J. Tucker. Oh, nice find for the basket. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout call by Chicago as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game.
Here's an announcement for the parents in the crowd. Have you considered enrolling your son?
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Visit our team's website for more details.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. There you go. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Harden has it up the floor. To Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Dunn to Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Harden in possession. They're down three. To Anthony. Bulls come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
From the painted area, won't go down. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Gordon. Jay simply put the Bulls rolling the medical dice. Not just Jabari Parker, but also on Zach Levine.
There's no doubt that both those kids have the talent, but do they have the durability to maintain themselves the entire season? If they both can maintain their health, they have a chance to be all-stars, and this team has a chance to be one of the top-tier teams in the East.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense to Capella. Clint Capella. He's 2 for 2 now.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Dunn to Parker. Screen coming. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Harden into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. And he buries it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
The assist from number 13, James Harden.
To Zach Levine. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Block shot.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Chicago with the possession. Levine. Can't connect from inside. Surveys the floor. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Harden trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. And the finish at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Dunn to Parker. Has a look. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Jay, 27 wins a year ago for the Bulls. What can this team be?
They have the potential to be a playoff team, but in order for that to happen, a lot of guys need to take that major next step in their careers. Laurie Marketing needs to step up. Chris Dunn, his backup role. What position will he play at the PG spot? Wendell Carter, their first-round draft pick, and also Jabari Parker. He is the key cog in this wheel. If he is healthy and plays to the level of expectation that we know he can, this team can make the playoffs.
To Markkanen. Parker. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's in the hands of Harden. Down low, Capella. Ah, the monster stuff.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
He buries it off the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Harden with the basketball. Our score all even in this third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Parker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Jabari Parker. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Harden with it up top. His group now down 2. To Paul. Deep right corner for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Levine. Oh, emphatic slam.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Bulls with the rock. Has a chance. Marketing shot, can't connect. To Capella. Probing the defense. Capella to Anthony. Lets it fly from long range. Second effort. Clint Capella. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Dunn to Parker. Dunn to Parker. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. Parker to Zach LaVine from long range. And the Rockets clear the board. Anthony. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. To Chris Dunn. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Paul. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Count it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Capella. Clint Capella. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Carter. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Shot by Parker, no good. That ends the third quarter. No separation so far. It's all even. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Dunn to Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Paul with it up top. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Harden goes to the right side. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now 4 for 6. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Harden to Anthony. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Carmelo Anthony at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. To Parker.
Screen comes, screen comes.
Drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Bulls have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Chris Paul is going to get 3 shots here. A career 86% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Dunn to Parker. Quinn Capella, huge block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired, they're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Dunn to Parker. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Paul across the timeline. His team leads it by 10. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 4.
Parker. To Chris Dunn. Galloway, guarded by Clint Capella. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Harden in possession. The lead stands at 10. To Anthony. Defense, making the ball handler work. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Short jumper and a putback slam.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Harden in possession. Up a dozen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
James Harden trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Harden hits the free throw. It's a 3-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. To Levine. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker to Anthony. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Count the basket at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Paul to Capella. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here we go, my ball.
That misses with a second to go. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Bulls Couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Bench points.
The Houston Rockets had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Houston Rockets. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.